To find out more about one of the hottest prospects in athletics, Transworld Sport travelled to Baton Rouge in southern Louisiana, where Xavier lives and trains. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches and weighing 14 stone, Carter competes in the 100, 200 and 400 metres. He's a big man with even bigger goals.
There has been greats in the past, such as Michael Johnson, Jesse Owens, Carl Lewis, and many other athletes, male and female, you know, and it's 2007, so I feel like I want to be the icon for the younger kids to look up to, the high school kids, the elementary kids, and I want to be the person they look up to and be like, I want to be like Xavier Carter, or I want to run in Xavier Carter's spikes.
Now 21, Xavier grew up in Palm Bay, Florida, an Atlantic coast town an hour's drive south of Orlando. As a youngster, his favourite sports were American football and basketball, and he dreamed of emulating his idols, Michael Jordan and Deion Sanders. He first took up track at the age of 9.
But my dad put me in it to get faster for football. So, you know, I ran track doing what he said do, and then didn't like it. So, but after a couple of years of doing it, you know, I got in the groove of it. When I first started off, I was coming in 4th and 5th place, and I didn't like it. So after a while, I told my dad, I'm gonna work hard and I wanna be the one who wins.
By the end of his high school career, Xavier had amassed 9 Florida state titles in the sprints. His dominance led to him twice being named US High School Track Athlete of the Year. Xavier also excelled at American football during his school days, and by 2004 he was rated as the #1 high school wide receiver in the country. With such a huge talent, there was an intense recruiting battle amongst US colleges to get Carter. He chose Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge. In his first 2 years, Xavier's explosive speed was a key factor in the LSU football team, and many believed that his future lay in the NFL. However, in 2006, after becoming the first man since Jesse Owens to win 4 sprint titles at the same NCAA championships, Xavier made the decision to concentrate solely on track.
Well, I decided to put American football to the side because, you know, growing up, I had a dream of being in the Olympics. I didn't watch the '96 Olympics, but I watched the 2004 Olympics, and a couple of my, you know, college teammates ran in it. And I was like, well, you know, if they can do it, why can't I do it? You know, I'm in the best shape of my life right now. I might as well just, you know, move on towards track and not go back to football right now and risk, you know, getting hurt.
After turning professional last June, Xavier signed a 6-year deal with Nike, reported to be one of the most lucrative in track and field. However, despite his pro status, he's continuing with his studies at LSU, where he's pursuing a degree in sports medicine. Along with his phenomenal speed, Xavier has become one of the most talked about athletes in recent years because of his versatility. World class in 3 events, he has personal best times of 10.09 seconds for the 100 metres and 44.53 for the 400.
I see myself as a 200-meter, but different coaches and different, you know, people who analyze my running, they say I could be a better 1, 2, or 4 runner. Either one I choose to specialize in, I can be one of the world's greatest in the event.
The Athletics World Championships take place this year in Japan. Xavier plans to contest the 200 metres and is likely to double up in either the 100 or 400. Dennis Shaver is the X-Man's coach.
This year, what we're going to attempt to do is continue to develop his sprint speed in the 100 meters, and certainly he'll be running the 200 and maybe even some 400-meter races this year. But I would look for us to focus more on the shorter sprint races this year, and then once we develop that, then we just have to wait and see for the following season in the Olympic year what it is that we'll do.
The 200 metres promises to be the most exciting event on the track in the next couple of years. Xavier will face tough competition from Tyson Gay, Wallace Spearman and Usain Bolt. With such healthy competition, Michael Johnson's 200-metre world record may not be safe.
I am running to achieve that, to break the world record. Because I'm young right now, I don't know. They say Michael Johnson peaked when he was 35, and I'm only 21, so I don't know. I can't really tell you when my peak is going to be here. I'm just going to run and see.
Xavier lives about a 30-minute drive from the LSU campus. On the day that we met up with him, his mum, Michelle, was also in town visiting the eldest of her 4 children.
We couldn't be more proud of Xavier than we are right now, but of course we want him to accomplish the goals that he wants to accomplish, and anything he does is just fantastic with us. He is, I think, completely focused on the Olympics right now, even though it's a couple years away. I think that's the dream that he's looking forward to for himself. So everything is kind of working towards that dream.
Xavier Carter is one of the most exciting talents to emerge in the sport for many years. Yet, despite his sensational performances in only a handful of races last year, there is the feeling that the world is yet to see the best of the 21-year-old. 2007 will be the first year that Xavier has devoted himself entirely to track, and with improvements to his technique and more experience of the professional circuit, the next 2 years may see something really special from the X-Man.
You know, I'm trying to be the face of track and field. I don't like to lose. So whatever I have to do to win, I'm going to try to do it. I'm not going to boast and brag and walk like I'm better than the next man, because I feel that I'm not. I'm just doing what I have to do, to get where I got to go in life, which is to conquer my goals.